Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed by a huge goal? Maybe it's starting a new business, learning an instrument, or finally getting fit. You look at the mountain ahead, and it feels so impossibly high that you don't even know where to begin. So you don't. You put it off until tomorrow, and that tomorrow never seems to come. I've been there more times than I can count. But what if I told you that the secret to conquering that mountain is on some superhuman feat of strength or a complex, color-coded master plan? What if the secret is simply taking one single, gentle step? Today, I want to talk about the incredible, often underestimated power of that first small action to our journey. No matter how grand or ambitious, doesn't begin with a giant leap. It begins with one gentle step. Think about it. When we're learning to walk, we don't just stand up and sprint. We wobble. We take a tentative step. Maybe we fall, but we get up and take another. Each step is a tiny victory. We often forget this fundamental lesson as we get older. We get caught up in the all or nothing mindset. We think, if I can't work out for an hour every single day, what's the point? Or if I can't write a whole chapter, I might as well not write at all. This perfectionism is a trap. It paralyzes us. It convinces us that if the first step isn't perfect, the entire journey is doomed. But that's just not true. The journey is not about the destination we see in the distance. It's about the ground directly beneath our feet. Your only job right now is to focus on the very next step. Just one. Not the 10,000 steps that follow. Just the one. If you want to write a book, don't think about the entire novel. Just open a document and write one sentence. One single, imperfect sentence. If you want to get fit, don't map out a year's worth of grueling workouts. Just put on your shoes and walk to the end of your street and back. That's it. This one gentle step does something magical. It breaks the inertia. It shatters the feeling of being stuck. It proves to your brain that movement is possible. It's a signal that says, hey, we're doing this. This concept is rooted in a psychological principle known as the Zeigarnik effect, which suggests that our brains remember uncompleted tasks better than completed ones. When you take that first small step, you've officially started the task. You've opened a loop in your brain. This creates a gentle internal pull to continue to close that loop. It's far more effective than trying to use brute force or willpower, which are finite resources. Willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired. But momentum, once started, tends to carry itself. That one step creates a tiny bit of momentum. The next step becomes slightly easier, and the one after that, easier still. You're building a habit, not just forcing an action. Let's make this practical. What's a goal that's been sitting on your mind, gathering dust? Let's break it down. Say you want to learn to meditate to reduce stress, but the idea of sitting in silence for 20 minutes feels impossible. Your one gentle step could be to sit down and focus on just 3 conscious breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Done. That might take 30 seconds. You've just meditated. You've taken your first step. Tomorrow, you might do 5 breaths. The next week, maybe you try for a full minute. You're not forcing it. You're allowing the practice to grow naturally. The key here is the word gentle. This isn't about pushing yourself to the breaking point. It's about being kind to yourself. It's about recognizing that starting something new is hard, and it's okay to start small. It's more than okay, it's the most effective way. This approach transforms your relationship with your goals. They stop being sources of anxiety and pressure and instead become paths of curiosity and discovery. Each small step is an opportunity to learn something about yourself and the process. Maybe you discover that you enjoy writing in the morning rather than at night, or that a walk in the park feels better than a run on the treadmill. These are insights you only gain through action, not through overthinking it. Overthinking is the enemy of progress. It creates imaginary obstacles and worst-case scenarios that often never materialize. Action, even the smallest action, is the antidote. It grounds you in reality and shows you what's actually possible. Think of it like building with Legos. You don't start with a finished castle in your hands. You start by connecting two small bricks. Then you add a third and a fourth. Each connection is simple, easy, and satisfying. Over time, these simple actions accumulate into something amazing, something you couldn't have created all at once. Your life and your goals are the same. Each gentle step is a Lego brick. Every time you choose to take one, you're adding to your creation. Sometimes you might put a brick in the wrong place and have to move it. That's not failure. It's part of the building process. The journey is a process of building, not a test with a pass or fail grade. So I invite you right now to think about that one thing you've been wanting to do. What is the absolute smallest, easiest, most gentle first step you can take toward it? Not tomorrow, not next week. Right after this video, can you do one push-up? Can you look up one healthy recipe? Can you send one email? Can you put $1 into a savings account? Whatever it is, make it so simple it feels almost ridiculous not to do it. That's your starting point. That's your launch pad. The most epic journeys in history, the greatest inventions, the most beautiful works of art, they all began in the exact same way, with one thought, one decision, followed by one single gentle step. Your journey is no different. It's waiting for you. All you have to do is begin. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. I do love to hear in the comments below what your one gentle step is going to be. Let's support each other on our journeys. Remember to be kind to yourself and take that first step. I'll see you in the next video.